yourself comfortable now and begin to relax. You might notice the way the air brushes against your skin. And it's interesting how, without even trying, your body begins to settle and your attention turns inwards, as if you're both yourself and the quiet observer of this moment. And there's a sense of curiosity about what you might discover inside now that you've made time to listen in a new way, resting safely, seated or lying down, knowing that this space, this time, is here just for you. And as you notice the rhythm of your breathing, the gentle breath in and breath out, just imagine a sun-warmed garden bench, one that seems always to wait for you, nestled beneath a leafy tree. And the longer you sit, the more the bench remembers you, shaping to hold you just right. The gentle support beneath you, growing more comfortable, more relaxing, as if each breath allows you to settle in even more comfortably. The air carries a quiet promise. The leaves overhead whisper change, and each passing moment opens more space for your awareness to flow inwards, letting the outside concerns drift quietly by. And as you rest here, listening to my voice, with your mind wandering through this shaded garden of the mind, you might find yourself noticing the way living things naturally grow and tend to themselves. Sometimes a flower will lean towards the sunlight, and sometimes it bows in the breeze, not out of weakness, but as a dance of connection with the nature around it. In relationships, it's easy to forget that you can be both rooted and flexible, allowing your own value to be something you carry within, not something you search for in another's eyes. Maybe there's a memory, a time you felt yourself adjusting, perhaps too much, to fit into someone else's vision, someone else's view of who you are. And as you look around this garden, notice that no two flowers are identical, and yet each belongs without needing to earn a place in the garden. And you can imagine an ancient tree at the edge of this garden, a tree that stood through every season, sharing its shade only by growing in its own way. Birds would sometimes nest there. Some stay just for a while, others will return year after year, and the tree continues to grow strong and true because its roots knew their depth, regardless of what goes on around it. And you might wonder, what would it be like if you trusted your own worth as deeply as that tree? Noticing how relationships would become places to share shade and sunlight, rather than places to prove that something is missing. And sometimes people think their value is reflected only in how they're treated. And as you realize now, the garden remains beautiful even on cloudy days. And you too can allow your own self-esteem to blossom from within, quietly, even when others are clouding your skies. And at times you'll remember that you belong exactly as you are. And there's a part of you that will notice how with each passing day it becomes easier to stand tall in your own worth, regardless of the season, allowing relationships to be a meeting of equals, each strengthened by the presence of the other, but never needing to trade growth for acceptance. And every step you take, every interaction, becomes another chance to notice your own value, moment to moment. And as you sit quietly, perhaps the sunlight shifts and you find yourself ready to return from this garden, bringing with you whatever feels most helpful. Feel the gentle support beneath you again, the light of the room, the body you're in right now. Notice the feeling of your clothes, the air and the sounds around you. And when you're ready, just allow your awareness to return fully, bringing a refreshed sense of calm and self-worth, perhaps moving your fingers and toes. Taking a deep breath as you come back to the present, alert, steady and grounded, and carrying something new inside. And in the coming days, you may find yourself acting with a quiet confidence in your relationships, naturally recognizing your own worth, choosing boundaries that nurture, more and more often, feeling truly at home in who you are, no matter who's beside you. Thank you for spending this time with me today. You've done something wonderful for yourself. If you found this session helpful, you can revisit it whenever you wish. And until next time, goodbye and good mental health.